for the nation.
What?
And it's a 5-on-5 to kick off round number 1 of this best of 3.
Oh, it's gonna be so fun. Trick wants to start the party early. He wide swings, but he doesn't get anything. And instead, all the way from mid, it's Rossi taking down Drone. They still have some work to be done in the back of sight. They have at least one player making their way up. But Trick is going to be that first contact. Everyone from Dark Ratio away from sight currently, except for Will. Will just drops right into the tunnel, and he ends up getting 2. Canteen is all his, as now it's a 2v2. He can play a little bit of time, but Rossi, 18 HP, comes up from behind for the big kill. Ainge looking to play time, and he's doing it to a T. No chance for Rossi, and the pistol goes to Dark Ratio.
Trick, Drone equals, or Rossi is better than Drone, and Will is equal to Wardell. So we're going to see how many of those get tested. And, you know, I'm not going to disagree or agree, but we'll have to see as numbers are starting to fly. No Spike plan and 2 kills the way of the nation.
Yeah, again, reminder, it's pistols here for the nation. They're up 2 players right now. The plan hasn't even happened. They do have some decent utility on site, but they're still missing kind of that piece de la resistance. They're missing the Sage Wall. There's no Siege here. The pistols get yet another kill. The SMGs could go nuts, though. 3 kills going back for Dark Ratio already, but 5 seconds. They need to plant. Brax gets the kill.
Stay alive, no time.
Left. He has to stay alive. Zexer has no time. The nation pull off a thrift. Random one back over towards mid and denied the plant, but there's double Nano Swarm on site.
From Stewie.
Stewie 2K helping out in Kitchen 2.
And they're going back towards A. Back towards A. He has the Hunter's Fury, though. He can deny this all. Stewie in position to do exactly just that, but it's not needed because Wardell is on the scene. A nice easy double, and they're going to close out the round. The nation for 3.
What a reposition, but...
And they've broken this turret here as Stewie. It's Ainge who's holding this lurk. Lockdown will give some space, but Ainge isn't there to pop the Viper's Pit. And this could be a huge frag to deny it.
Goodbye. Ainge does get the one onto Stewie. Come on.
There's a res.
He knows the stakes. He knows he has the Viper's Pit. Good Molly. Could easily back up over towards Heaven, but there goes the revive as the Sage is in the back. There goes...
That was going to use it.
And Zextro doesn't do anything with it. And the Null command comes out too.
A little bit late. Viper's Pit now online. And out in the open is Tig. Down he goes. Rossi, Wardell, and Stewie to work towards main, and Drone doesn't get spotted.
They're waiting so long for Drone. And Drone finally gets Brax. After the trade onto Will, a 3v3. It's so tough, though. Nobody from the nation is tempting their way into the middle of this pit, and time is just ticking away. Finally, they get one, though. Finally, they get tricked.
Where's Ainge? Where's Ainge?
What? No, he kills himself. Ainge just runs away, and that's going to be the round. They delayed so much to get into that pit, and it... that wall. Keep baiting and all of that util. Make them use it.
And there's Zextro again on this lurk, but Rossi, they know he's got a teammate just like Zextro. He has got a teammate just like him, and that's Brax. He loves to lurk, and Rossi's ready for it. And there's a lockdown here that Brax has got positioned towards mid. He can drop over towards orange in that little cubby, pop the ultimate, and a lot of advantages will come the nation's way. Force out that Hunter's Fury. Knife will clear the site, but Dark Ratio control the site for now, and in comes a lockdown from Brax.
I mean, do they even need to use it? Yes, they do. They want these last 2. Ainge and Drone needing to back up into yellow. But these are decent positions if they want to fight Stewie and Tig. There goes the first swing.
Oh, Stewie.
Come on, that's too easy. Tig and Stewie, get them both. A 5th round for the nation.
A lot of pressure as this showstopper tries to clear him out. But Will's been caught. That is a great knife from Will. Or apologies, Rossi.
Will is in, still suppressed, can't use the showstopper, but still able to get 2 kills. Will, you madman! Almost able to get a 3rd through the wall, but instead Stewie gets one and runs.
An instant counterback. The knife to cut down the showstopper, but Will still finds a double. And Wardell, up top with the operator, has the sights of 1, but misses the opportunity. That's still a 3-on-4, and he has the heal. And Nation trying to make this retake work. The post-plant success is just so good from Ratio, but Brax a big kill.
And the trade is there too. Stewie around the corner. Drone had no idea. This is a huge chance now. Depends on the utility now. The shock darts and the snake bites. Trick, it looks like he's ready for the lineup. The wall is up, but it's definitely still gonna hit. Stewie on top, looking for damage, but Ainge in the middle. 43 HP, and what a shot from Wardell, but Trick still has the angle. 5, and the ultimates are dry. It really is just going to be a traditional retake. Here comes the first kill over towards mid. Ainge has got it.
And now they have to worry about mid. It's Zextro on the operator, like you said.
What is that peak?
And Brax flushing him out with the Nano Swarm. They're still worried about their back, but now Wardell trying to keep his team in it with this off. And look at what that ult does. It forces them all the way back into B main, but Zextro wanted a little bit more, but he will be detained here. And Dark Ratio 3-on-3. With all these players away, Wardell's already sold them out, and this should be it. This should be it as Wardell. Op Academy is back in session, and Wardell for a third, and that's just enough. 7-4, the Nation take one back.
With 3 up top, they have a whole lot of utility that they're dumping into the middle. There's no way that they can actually plant. Stewie looking for the wide swing. Will looking for everything. He has the angle for Rafters, but Tig has him instead. With the Viper's Pit open, though, Dark Ratio spreading throughout the site, looking if anyone walks into the tall grass, but Tig does take advantage, does get the kill.
And Ainge has been here before, tucked in the exact same corner. Ainge has won around for Dark Ratio alone, and now he's got to do it again. A 1-on-3, and HP is running low. Rossi's called the ultimate, and that's brought it down. Ainge just wants the vision. No spike plant to play around. So now he's got to work the kills, and there's one. Ainge snaps up towards the top. It's Rossi. He knows where he's coming from, and he's got the idea. Around this single Radiant box is what he's got to play with. And his back turn, Brax will secure an 8-4. So at least one of them will come back to full. And I think Tig is just going to play for his snake bites instead of actually fighting on site.
It's going to be a full 5v5 again, is it? No! The lineup is too good. Barely finds a crack. It's not going to be a 5v5. The spike hasn't even gone down. 35 seconds left.
And they're already on site. Dark Ratio, all 5 players here. How does Rossi maneuver this? Body has been spotted. Will with another Dark Ratio. He is in close proximity to rotate. He's popped the first Nanostorm to delay, but Wardell has already gone up top. And apologies, it's Zexro instead, not Brax.
Yeah, finally the wall goes up, though. Tig is going to be able to take down Zexro. There's 2 in the back, though, shifting into the back corner. These are good positions for Dark Ratio. What can they do with them? Wardell doesn't spot the one behind Jenny, but the recon absolutely
saw the head,
does.
maybe?
Big flash. Will might swing, takes down Wardell. There's a lot more work to do. 4 players in the back for Nation.
And it's in such a good spot here, though, for the Nation. The wall doesn't fully cover it, but Rossi's already being spammed out. Nobody on the spike and Tig holding for these pushes. Snake bites to delay, and Whale good for another.
Is there anything to cover up the line of sight? I don't think so. They're just going in for this dry. All of them are down. The crossfire between Rossi and Brax was there, but they had to...
Down available for Dark Ratio, and Will doing similar things, getting close and aggressive. But they know he's here.
Yeah, with a flash setup too.
It's a beautiful flash.
Yeah, how does he get 2 there? That's amazing onto Brax. Brax was looking for another angle, but now over towards mid. No
Claustrophobic control here towards mid.
What?
And they
Why are
have
they
been able to creep onto the A site. They're going to play the 5-on-3, maintain screens control here. Dark Ratio and Drone, good to get that kill. So they have the lockdown if they want to use it.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, I love how in the advantage they're playing purely for retake. It's so safe from Dark Ratio, and okay. All right. Popping hits. Big damage onto Zexro. Will does end up getting the trade. Wardell now. Oh, that flash kind of shuts him down. He was so ready to funnel in all 3 of those players. That was possible for a quick second. 2 players shifting back into kitchen with the orb now down.
And they understand what the Nation want to do. They know exactly where this ult is being trying to line up.
Ainge might get exposed here. He's shifting over towards yellow. There's 2 in the back. Stewie's got him.
And now the Viper Spit. They drew them back towards mid. Dark Ratio falling for it, thinking that it's a kitchen ult, right? And now they funnel back. Viper Spit can come online if they want to use it. Showstopper still available for Will as Zexro able to get 1. Will out the sky. A beautiful 1-for-1 trade, and it's 100% worth in that instance.
A 1v3. Drone has a flash, has everything to work with here, but still a tall task. A Hunter's Fury to deal with, but he takes down the first in terms of Wardell. Has Nano Force, has the KJ util in front of him. Brax, not exactly playing as safe as you would expect, but Stewie has the off angle, and Stewie's not gonna get the kill. It's a 1v1, and Brax gets him instead. The Nation allow with the lockdown players to come up kitchen. Surely they might expect 1, but do they expect 3 people? Ooh, they're jumping from Zexro, catches all 3 of them, and he's able to walk away. 9 HP, and he's still able to get a kill out of it. Make it a second. Zexro, how does he get anything out of that? The Scavenger, 1v5. Brax can barely do anything. Spike is all the way away. A 9th all pivotal round for Dark Ratio on top of it.
No, never mind.
Doesn't matter. The knife comes in. Zexro still in the back. He just has to depend on his aim. Here comes the Hunter's Fury trying to cover him up, but he could try to fight for the Viper's Pit, but Tig doesn't care. Tig actually goes all the way back in, and he's safe. The player from Heaven can't trade. Ooh, Drone trying to get an angle onto Wardell, but it actually sacrifices himself for the trade. This is good now. Tig can control the rest of A. His two teammates playing with util.
And this is what they do. This is the post that I'm talking about. The top site. Tig just gonna delay. I think they have double shock here at the very least. And there's one, I think there's one nanostorm. Either that or it's a Viper's Pit or a Viper's Orb. Stewie watching up top. It is a nanostorm. No. It's gonna buy even more time. One shock left. Will on the peak. Who's gonna go for the defuse? A second nanostorm now, and even a shock dart. It should be enough if they spot just enough time. And everyone goes down here in Dark Ratio. Everybody goes down in the server. But the Nation have found 11, and that's one ultimate out of the mix.
No, it's out. Showstopper can't do anything here. Null Command comes out.
Drone!
Definitely come in. How does Drone get two there through the wall? Zexro there to clean up. Stewie through the wall doing the same. But now it's only down to one. Zexro doing his job. Brax, 1v4. We're going to close it out in a miracle fashion, but it's just not going to happen. Dark Ratio finally with a
Nation know that a lockdown is more than likely going to come in. Same with the showstopper for the retake, and all right, you can already see Will's in a position to do so. Do they spam this wall? Oh my gosh, does that hit? Yes, it does!
It actually kills him! Here comes Tig swinging through. Drone takes him down. Great response from Dark Ratio, but they still go down through these smokes. Will in the back line looking for a contact, but Stewie finds him first. This one's going all the way back for the Nation with a lockdown. It equalizes things a little bit. It might push the Nation.
Does the nade break it?
To go back, the nade might, but even then, they still have the angle. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, they got the plant down. Wardell has to run! And it's Dark Ratio completing the comeback. 12-12. They push it to overtime.
Yeah, the nade, it's not enough. It's 200 HP now, and I thought they were...
Gauge it, we'll see. Will actually does get a decent angle early on, but no one's over towards Canteen. No one's in pipes. What is this over towards mid? Ange, alongside his orb.
No way. Surely not.
And it almost works out. It does get the one kill, but the damage is done. A 3v3 now. Dark Ratio, they're not out of the woods.
Knife doesn't catch anybody, or it does. It catches Zexro just at the last second, so Storms won't be out just yet. A little bit late. Shock dart doesn't catch anybody. Drone forced and backed away. They will drop these nanostorms now, and this is what they're going to play off of. Will.
Did they break it?
Blast back to swing, Stewie and Rossi. I think they broke them both. No, both nanostorms get popped extremely early.
Doesn't delay anything. No one was going for it. Stewie does go down, however. Spray transfer, Rossi! Almost good, but it's unbelievable that they actually...
And it's just
a tough position for the Sova to have a lot of impact. Should see the nade out from Will, but Will just wants to frag out. 30. Sova's coming back, though. No longer watching mid, but it doesn't even matter. Brax isn't even there. Finally, the plank coming in. Trick gonna be able to spot one behind. What? Let's Rossi go!
Rossi?
Rossi!
And that spot an advantage. Time advantage as well. Will's out of the mix. It's still Zexro. Again, a top performer so far in this server as Wardell. He will take the first fight. Wall is up, now been broken. He has 2 slows to try and keep them off of him.
Now Drone's just there for the info, but this is a swing for Wardell. That just delays even more time. Slow orb in front of the wall. They still have to make their way through. Nobody is in front of yellow just yet. But Zexro clearing it all on his own, looking for the ace. No, Stewie, now in the 1v3. Drone going for the defuse. The lineup not there.
Defenders win.
This flank, it's watched up by one person.
Ainge is already waiting for it, so Stewie's gonna have to clear, and it's a matter of timing. As Ainge spots one. Sees an nade, maybe? No, doesn't actually catch him.
Oh, that wall! That wall actually helps them out instead! Stewie is just going up and actually taking down Drone. Will, he just might burst through the smoke, though. Zexro does the same, and Will waiting for his opportunity. So is Wardell, and Wardell doesn't win. Stewie has to come off of the defuse. 2 players now remaining for the Nation, and both of them are incredibly low, and both of them are down. Dark Ratio, hold on.
Cleared U-Haul, and I don't think the Nation are really willing to clear U-Haul right now.
Well, who knows? It's just the element of surprise because of that wall. And Will does actually utilize the Stinger to its full advantage. Doesn't take down Tig. But that was the one. Ainge was looking for advantage in the middle of A, looking for that position again in U-Haul, but out comes finally the take into Hookah. It's gonna be Brax, it's gonna be Rossi. The crossfire works out for 2, but Zexro could pick up a rifle, could still somehow take this one back, but it's not gonna happen. Nation do capitalize.
Nation effectively nullifying that kind of play from Dark Ratio. Early adjustments to be made from both of these sides.
Oh, okay, Brax getting overwhelmed, but Rossi could definitely get a little bit more because he still has Wardell watching over towards Long. Has to wait for the actual peak from the Brimstone, and the rotation has come in relatively quickly. Here's Wardell, though. What a peak from Will. Still gonna leave this in a 2v2. Did get the help from the Brimstone as they clear out Hookah. But the redirect happens, they're going A.
They didn't get rifles, though, here. And I think that's probably the silver lining for the Nation on this rotate, because I think maybe a little bit of preemptive rotate coming out from the Nation and Tig.
Still have a showstopper to secure sight, maybe. Who knows?
And they're both going to tuck in towards U-Haul. This is where, yeah, that showstopper can be really effective, because one blast back on top of the little tower, and you can just send a showstopper straight into their face.
Will,
and Will, this might be where you want to use it.
Whoa, he's actually using the showstopper straight up. It's just the
10
danger,
bullets.
right? There's no way Stewie wants to peek into it. Will can pop on top of the wall, waiting for Stewie. Just blast it right into the middle of sight. But again, Stewie has nothing to cover up this sight. Just has to go in for this dry.
One bullet.
And Will is just playing this out perfectly, playing with his heart, playing with the timing. And the Stinger is going to be able to do it.
And this is very similar to the pistol. Tig not going to be able to slow down or slow down Will, but he will get the kill. And that's a big one.
There goes the orbital strike to try to pull Tig. But Tig takes down Trick entirely, and there was no one else there. The back of A completely covered, and not only that,
Tig.
the cabbages are coming out, and Tig gets another one. 2 more players remaining for Dark Ratio without stepping into a site.
Yeah. Tig is trying to just stamp his part of the map. And he's been able to find 3 over towards Showers on kind of a really sloppy buy from the Nation as well. Only 2 rifles, I think, that came into this round. Now with Drone and Ainge to try and clutch this one out. 2-on-5, it's, I would say at this point impossible, because Wardell has already gone for a very fast flank. They know this hit is going to come in towards the A site. Tig. It's a jiggle. It's shut down, but this is Dark Ratio. Trading blows with the Nation. At 3-3, we'll be tied up here in a second. Wardell should be able to get this frag here in a second too. Yeah, he does. And Tig. Come quick. I mean, the flash needs to come out. They need to rotate now. Tig and Stewie alone on this site, spotted, but he still gets one just over the APC. And the ult here as well for Tig. Oh, the C's as well. The C's as well.
They pull him out to the back. Tig could be able to get 2 here. It's still just playing around with the angle. 20 bullets, and he's fine. Dark Ratio still yet to plant, but they're going to use the Viper's Pit to try to help them out.
Rossi
almost shuts it down entirely. It's still the 2-on-2. Ainge brings it back equal with that one shot, and they still have the Viper's Pit. They still have a molly here.
This is a crazy play. Because you can't work back in towards spawn. You have to clear out U-Haul, and you have to worry about your flank here as well, which Wardell wasn't wary of. Ult is down. Ainge stays out of it too long, and he can't win the fight. Wardell takes him out in Zexro. He's been so clutch. He's played so well. And to take a 1v2 to tie back up the score, game for 1 takes a swing. But Wardell, the man of the hour, steps up when they need it. All in towards a B hit. And with no one in towards Yule, I'm worried here for Dark Ratio. Yes, they have a backdoor towards the TP, but Ainge is the only pressure they have here, and Wardell wants it. He's hunting for it, and he gets it.
Here we go.
Oh, Rossi. Oh, Rossi.
And Brax has the angle. I mean, this is what we were waiting for. We knew that Rossi was going to have some sort of big impact on this defense.
Try and maintain this U-Haul control as best as he can.
They're isolating for it. You know the potential finally to find Stewie. But they're holding on for post plant. They're holding on now for orbital strike.
Brax good on the flank.
They still have Fade ulti to use. Zexro might be able to take down Tig here through the smoke, but Trick not only gets the frag, but gets the ulti live to get some of these positions. Knows that there's 2 towards the back. Might know that there's 1 flanking. Drone is the one that gets him just off of the contact anyways. And last person remaining is Rossi, where they all have his number. Finally, a big round for Dark Ratio.
And the Nation. We've seen them before do this kind of snake bite shower combo where they drop it towards the front and double blast back toward it in, but instead they're just gonna run straight up.
It's gonna be the C's alongside the nade too. That combo works! Wardell is so far away and barely gets hit. Will is still in the back, but Drone's in the middle of the smoke, waiting for anyone who's cheeky, waiting for anyone who wants to go through. But that double molly is so good here. The Nation is actually gonna be able to plant because of the nady.
Great kill from Rossi. Now he has a flash as well to put even more pressure. Allows the swing from Tig, but he loses the fight to a full flash Dextro. And Will as well for another dink as he falls, but Brax, he's in no position to support. The spike really isn't planted for him.
Oh, I love this orb. He's playing for someone to walk right into it, but everyone's outside. Brax has walked out of the smoke. Zextro playing out from Radianite. The defuse is down to half. Stewie looking for an angle, but no one's actually defusing. They let go of it. Stewie, run! Get an angle! He's still looking for the person in the middle of the smoke, looking for util, but it finally gets defused in the middle of the chaos. Ratio. I mean, there is a chance, I guess. They do have a bit of a crossfire, so the wall should come up. 3 in the middle of sight. I don't know about that one, Ainge. Just has the SMG, just has a bit of a chance here. The molly's gonna come in, he doesn't really care. Who can actually help here? The double smokes just covers up everyone.
Finds the player out towards shower, the nade combo as well, but I think the nade is a little bit too far, so Tig will stay alive. He'll even be like majority mid HP here, and he can still fight, and he does that. They're gonna try and work back into you all, but Tig is still taking them out, and Wardell up Academy is Phantom Academy. A nice easy that flash that they're constantly sending out long is tagging these players. So no one is moving from Dark Ratio, and another hit in towards B, where they did the same thing in the last round. Late flash of showers, but this time Trick will give us a 4v5.
Wait, the angle in Hookah. And Trick is getting more! What's going on? Zextro might have a chance, but the player actually rotates back. He has to somehow get back into sight, and the orbital strike is certainly gonna help. The delays for the rotation, 15 seconds left. These players have to commit to B. The cross is there for the stinger. Zextro is able to get one. Ainge is here on site to try to help. Rossi with a double. Drone has to be here. Will is here too. 4 seconds left. Plant finally going in. Stewie covering. The nade doesn't kill. And now it's a 1v1 with the plant down. A body shot is all that Drone needs. And nails it, keeping Dark Ratio in the game.
Huge props to these B anchors. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rossi drop the spike over to Tig and make a very fast run towards showers to send a flash.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be a full exit in from Hookah with this Wardell showstopper.
Uh-oh, Zextro with the stinger! Survives against the showstopper of Wardell, and Hookah has been taken back.
Smoke's down.
All right, just the one interaction does go their favor, but they need a little more. The hero rifle works for Will.
And a spray! Through the smoke as well, tracing bullets back to Rossi. And how about that? That's the second time Zextro has completely avoided this Fade and Raze duo into Hookah. First avoids the C's and the nade combo, which ultimately ended up having them win the round because they thought Hookah was clear.
I have the spot.
And now again, taking out Wardell, pushing Stewie away so there couldn't be a split into B.
30 seconds left.
And this will be Dark Ratio on an 8th. Possibly even resetting the Nation. I might have been wrong though, because I think they kept 4 players alive in the last, and even then the round's not done just yet. Will with the cross with Stewie. Must get the kill. Actually blinds his own teammate. Gives a chance to Brax if he can clear this elbow area.
What?
I don't blame him. To be honest.
Back into long, but they still have people here. Dark Ratio. One in the front side, in bathroom. Here comes Ainge. Able to pick up the spike, but still needs a little more work. But he's actually going to utilize the Viper's Pit to try to fight things. Still a lot more action, but not anymore. I think Ainge just shut it all down. Shot through the wall. And he picks the spike back up in the middle of his
30
pit.
seconds left. One enemy remaining.
And Will just picking them up one by one. What a round. And honestly, operator, you're going to have to put the scope down to put out util. But Trick isn't fighting into it. He's just gonna... What was that shot? Brax. A literal sliver. And it puts it a 5v3. Still the ultimate here, the orbital strike. And Trick is on an island by himself.
He's all the way out in the open currently. He's gonna go for the first pick. And he already got revealed by the Hunt. All good. for the nation going into the middle of this site. Dark Ratio, they have two incredibly important ultimates, but you want that win condition for this last round, essentially. For the last 2 rounds, it's a big comeback that they need to make.
We're going to see if they can get a pick. They work into this offense because they have money to buy. So I would not doubt it that they could win this round. But, I mean, Stewie has been
hard clear the
in
corner
this specific round. And, well, the trade is perfect there from Tig. Zexro now is just going to be looking for damage because the Nation aren't clear of any economic standings just yet. They need every gun coming out of this round. These 4 players in particular to walk away with their guns, and they're not. Tig goes down, and there's more damage to be done here from Zexro. And they finally get away with at least 3. But that got a little sketchy. You can see in the bottom right, Rossi and 7. Well, over the truck, you get double blast back, and it would be enough.
It's the
safest. It would at least catch 1.
It's a safest spot for it, but Wardell just entering slow, trying to find a pixel on side, has the smoke in front of him to try to clear showers, and there finally goes a Showstopper. Wardell popped through the smoke, Showstopper of his own, but he gets shut down immediately. Ainge with the spray transfer, able to get 2, and he still keeps going. Ainge with 3, keeping Dark Ratio in the game.
And I think it's this is what I meant. This is kind of what I wanted from Dark Ratio, get aggressive, and now they're finally doing it. Will hot on their tails. Yes, Brax gets 1. He can pop the ultimate, but Will is still behind them.
That's huge. Will, you might have the right timing.
1, maybe 2. For sure 2.
He's gonna be able to take down the spike and Tig. Viper's pick goes up, but the name might be able to shut it down. 3v3 as Stewie 2K does pop out. 2 players in the back of sight. Will is trying to sandwich. Ainge in a 1v1. Doesn't kill the Viper's pit. Still more work to do. Still another peek from Will, and not able to get it. A 1v3. Trick trying to take this one back. Trying to finish this now. But the Nation stay alive, and they push it. Smoke here should be enough for just the plant. Do it all the way out in the open, too. This is great for the Nation. Nobody, not a single person playing in the middle of sight.
And a nade to buy more time. As Tig looking to fight. He loves to sit in smokes, and he's ready to pop. You're on the team with the smoke criminal when you can steal the name right here. Gets 1. Is there another? Not enough just yet as they're trying to retake tower here, Dark Ratio. And Tig for a second. Continuing to swing on through. This is his map, and this is his calling. A 4K for Tig, and that's the Nation. Break these sight lines, and it's perfect. Wardell is slowed down, but he still has control with his room bot.
Dark Ratio have control of sight still. They're still holding on for the cross. They're still waiting for anyone to go through, but they don't have to stay outside of the smokes. Zexro, he actually commits a little late to that. He could have stayed in the outside, but he decides to go for the peak midway through the double spill out of waterfall, or out of heaven. Drone does get a flank on alongside Will to at least get a rotation in. But what is this setup for the Nation? They have a Rolling Thunder, they have an Orbital Strike, but 3 of them are playing tower.
Tig underneath is playing a really safe spot as well for his Orbital Strike. So this is almost a guaranteed round as Stewie catching Trick off guard. Tig looking for the exits. A singular rifle backed away. I mean, there have been multiple times where we've seen this Dark Race space. I think that tripwire breaking doesn't cue them to go to the A site, surprisingly. They would have commit back into this knowing that they full cleared all the way down.
Oh my goodness.
Spike down.
These full rifles too. They could have been able to go back, but 2 kills. Uncontested for Dark Ratio. Putting themselves in a real comfy spot for the next 30 seconds. They just need to watch these angles. In front of Arcade. They know where both of them are now. They both got some sort of shot off. Wardell is going to go down. This is a big change here for the Nation for sure. Almost lost going into the north side.
Yeah, I don't
10 seconds.
exactly understand this calling because you know the trip has been broken towards the bottom part of the map and you just full clear dish.
And they're looking good now too.
And they're taking control back in an aggressive manner as well, Dark Ratio.
What is this? Wardell! Almost getting a peek in, but there's so many players here. They have no idea that there's 3 here. But here comes Will. Not going to be able to get anything with a Showstopper. But this is a trap. The Nation, they might all be going down here. Trick does take down Brax. The one around the corner has gone away. But even then, the Nation,
they have
how
the spike.
in the world can they ever get back in this round?
Dark Ratio had the spike as well. The Will blast back Arcade, but this time he at least had a breach there to support him. And Stewie, just a stinger. He's gonna try and work back. They're gonna try and at least take that back dish and try and have Tig work at the same time. That Hans is at least gonna force, so at least for now, force Trick back to give them an opportunity. The orbital strike. It either forces them back or forces them into the peak.
That could have been real good if they actually went out.
Smoke's down.
Doesn't happen though. They're still stuck. Trying to go for this big peak again. 3 players on the side, and they're even gonna gear the rope. Tig is gonna be uncontested though.
What is going on? Hello?
Unreal that it's all Tig, but Zexro, he comes in swinging for the ropes. He's actually able to get 2 off of that, but this big rotate, the spike might be able to make it over towards B in time. 15 seconds left. It's gotta
I don't
be
think there's
fast in
time.
the lockdown. What? It was there to read if someone was going A instead. But the plant might go in. Tig has to get behind the box, and he will in time.
Does he spam it though? Zexro wanted to bait him into this B hit, and Zexro's already here! A great shot! Pre-aimed and everything, Zexro. I mean, that is a great play.
Looking to re-clear A main. Fault line comes in at a really good time, though. Looking to re-exec with Will.
There.
And Brax, that is his job. He is going to be looking for a pick early on to try to open up A here, and he might find a pixel of the forehead of Ainge. Ainge trying to run around. Drone doing the same thing. He's flashed up. Wardell finally gets him. 2 players here on A for Dark Ratio. They could go out immediately. Will finds one. No, Will doesn't find anything. Ainge is the only one here, and Ainge goes down.
Such a slow work into this A site. And with 10 seconds left, they will get the plant down finally. Zexro will try and work with Trick back into this site. And I mean, Wardell knows. They have one watching drop, one watching tower. They know where the knife has come from. That's a lovely flash, though. Still, though, Tig up close is going to win that fight. And now the Nation, a very, very slow work up in Trick. He's up against a Rolling Thunder and 3 players taking the peak. You can't give this one up here, Nation. He's hunting.
I don't think
though.
he's going to try it.
Think he can do damage, but his economy isn't the best. So
Yeah.
he elects to save instead. I think it's
Okay,
definitely
I mean, the
a
rest of
smarter
Dark
call.
Ratio, they have a decent win streak going on. Most of the players are going to be able to buy up back again.
Opening is going to cause a lot of uncertainty. Because they don't know if he's actually stepped in, if he stepped out. They do spot him now. And a re-clear here as well coming out from the Nation. They're going to try and work off this breach ultimate, it looks like. And I think if you're Dark Ratio, you can kind of back away. You want to maintain Sands as best you can, which is where we see those 2 players.
And they have a lockdown setup too. They could be able to retake, but there goes the swings to try to retake A main. And it's equalized out of nowhere. It goes from a 5v3 to a 3v3.
Yeah, really nice trades from the Nation. They've kind of lined themselves up, which I got a little bit worried, but
Right there.
I think if you're Dark Ratio, you're considering popping both of these ultimates here to not allow them to have confidence to ult into sight. First, you null command them, and then you guarantee the round with the lockdown here. I think it's up to timing here as well. That Rolling Thunder going towards under. I think he's ulting in towards spawn as well.
He is.
Banking on the fact that they were trying to play the retake or get from the get-go.
Well, it's perfect. I'm sure they didn't know it, but they actually got both
Oh,
of the players that could
Stewie's
possibly be
stunned!
here. And Stewie, while stunned, does the same to Trick, but Trick is getting revived.
And they're wrapping back around. Stewie's going for a double flank. He wants to deny the lockdown. And oh my gosh, Stewie.
What a one-tap. Still a 2v2. They're incredibly close. They have to back out of this position. Brax might have been revealing himself for a quick second. Double cage up in front, but he's gonna play behind Radiant. That's a tough spot. His shoulder could be spotted by Trick, but it doesn't matter. He wanted the 1v1 for a reason. And now Drone, distracted by Brax. Will he have any idea about the second? It doesn't matter. Brax stands tall.
The Dark Ratio, how do they respond with their next rifle round after this?
Yeah, because there's no way they could respond now. Ainge, try to get a quick pick here. And that was actually pretty close to doing so, but Wardell.
Oh,
Down to 9.
Braxton is getting swarmed as well. Similar to what they did to him in a couple rounds ago where they had the ult from Will.
You know, loving the pressure. I mean, this is all the Dark Ratio can realistically do. We just didn't see this, though, in the prior pistols.
Wait, but it gives them a rifle here. And it gives a vantage point to retake from with his lockdown. And it gives the showstopper as well to Will. So this isn't out just yet. And you can see respect from the Nation after losing that rifle. They know it's gone to Will. They know they have both ults online. And Stewie, don't do it again, man.
The fact that he was even thinking about it.
Lockdown here as well now.
Okay, yeah, lockdown alongside the Aftershock. No way they're using it now. Stewie waiting for a big pick.
Oh my god!
Takes down both. The showstopper does end up taking him out, but this leaves the Nation in an advantageous scenario. 1v3, easy peasy for them, surely. Zexra on the open, and no chance to take down all 3.
Wow.
What a spray down! Zexor wants to heat up. You see that push back over towards Dish, but the Nation, all 5, heading out over towards B, and it's an overheat. Wardell gonna be able to put out a showstopper back over towards Tower, and nothing works. Neither the peak, neither the showstopper, and the hold is working for Dark Ratio.
It's not again,
They're able to get 2 back, but Stewie, not exactly the equalizer, but it helps.
And Brax is nowhere to be seen.
I have the spike.
He's stuck back towards Tree, but these are 2 players that I think work so well by themselves, and now they're going to group up. Brax is watching for any B-man aggression, any flank coming through. Doesn't see anything. And now it's a matter of a re-hit, and everyone on Dark Ratio is here. And how great it would be to get this round and then the next. We're looking at this second half where the Nation, 80+% win rate. So every round here matters more than you can ever imagine for Dark Ratio.
And what a statement this specific round, right? What a start from Dark Ratio.
And Zexro, he's got the operator to watch this angle as well to make his mark. Turret
love
to
how
make the
slow
first
this is, though.
contact.
Left.
How contact heavy this is from Dark Ratio.
There's no
Everyone
way
is
to
safe
get
at this
through this.
point.
Oh my gosh!
No way. Stewie, you're ridiculous.
I know exactly.
Pixel angle, and he ends up getting it. The person over towards connector doesn't get a peek on.
And they know exactly where both of these players are. The second ping, and I see them lined up. Stewie with the Prowler making this first contact. It's up to Brax to swing, and now Stewie needs to play up it. An ace clutch, and a 1v2, he's stunned. And that was all they needed. But still, Tuck himself. They should be expecting to say hit, and they have a Rolling Thunder for that kind of retake.
The fault line doesn't hit Wardell. Wardell's going in, and he might just take down Trick. Indeed he does.
That's unbelievable.
The patience from Wardell to stay behind the sack.
And it's
so good, but still Dark Ratio's all here.
It's a Rolling Thunder, and they need to use this Orbital Strike. They can cancel out this push, but they don't. Instead, they play the retake as they're all out of sight. They read this play, and they know what Dark Ratio want.
It's all done. The Orbital Strike is going to come out to try to cover up the spike. Everyone has to peek out dry. It's a disaster for Dark Ratio, and it's all too perfect for the Nation. They're going to recover the fact that they were looking for domination in this first half, and they got it.
And ending 8-4 for San. And that's the interesting thing. They will get onto site. The knife is going to be broken. And Brax is going to tuck himself. Again, Stewie and Brax, 2 really good individual players, are going to have to try and hold it down on their own.
Ooh,
Gets
Brax
one. That's more than enough.
Zexro barely gets the trade there, but okay, the Nation. On the rotation, you would expect something maybe a little bit more traditional.
Oh my gosh, a triple flank here as well.
There's 2 here for Dark Ratio, though. They have the KO right next to him. The KO can negate everything. Should have a flash ready to go. Zexro ready to go with a ghost. Gonna be able to get 1. Has the lineup. Zexro goes crazy with 2. Gives the round to Dark Ratio. It's a good start into the second half. Good call. This is what Nation needs. This is what they get. Here comes Will on the front side, gonna be able to take down Tig, but the crossfire is here. Brax is able to take down Will, but nobody else is outside. The smokes are good enough to cover, but Dark Ratio, even with an advantage, they don't seem too comfortable.
Still almost in full control here of Tower. It's up to Wardell to clear this one out. And Trick, that's a... Oh, he doesn't check the counter flash, but he rushes through Wardell. That's a huge fight to win. Zexro
There's no way.
on the attack has struggled, but he did great in that pistol round. Has
the
an alarm
util
bot
here?
to
Do
work
they
off
have?
as well, right? But it's the one player stuck in the middle of sight, and Wardell has to duel him. That is a beautiful stun, but Drone still wins it.
But they used the util for long. They could have isolated Drone. Stewie now has nothing and just needs to go in a 1v2. Takes down the first, though, with a Sheriff. Zexro not looking to peek, shows the shoulder. Stewie not getting any pixels, and Zexro playing this perfectly, running for the hills. Stewie has no chance for the defuse. Finally, Dark Ratio for the Nation now, no chance. I mean, Dark Ratio switching it up. I mean, the Nation, they were the one with a slow, methodical play, but Dark Ratio, just off of 2 contacts, able to play with the heads of the Nation.
Holly.
And he's just gonna get stunned. Can Wardell capitalize? Good for 1. Wanted the second as well. Just barely finds him. And now Ross, he's Stinger from long range. There's a difference with it as Xro. They're gonna back away. I think they understand the circumstance that they're in here. The Nation, they're just looking for exits. They'll keep Drone on the site, but the time is just so far gone. And it seems
One enemy remaining.
nearly impossible, as they're gonna actually force these 2 players to commit. And Brax Wanted a little bit of extra damage. Both players will get away from the spike.
Both of them are going right here for the nation.
And they're looking fast to get out towards Sand here. Will has got the showstopper, but he likes to hold on to it. And they'll get out very quick off of the stun. And now Wardell, a big challenge and a really nice trade. But now comes out the ultimate. And Will looking for editing. He spotted Stewie, but it's a little bit late. 2 versus 2 here. And they know where the plant is coming through. And Tig not looking to contest, but one smoke left for the retake.
Good timing off the boom bot. It'll be a while too. No util from Will. Wondering what the Brim's got, but surely if it's a Molly, it would just delay. But this spot is so cheeky, so cheeky from Will. Just a one and done in this type of situation is all you really need. Brax, indeed he's done. Backs out towards main to play with their teammate. And now Tig gonna try his hardest to ninja defuse here. And it might just work. The Molly's gonna go in. It's gonna chip him away. He's down to 6 HP. Can't do much, but try again potentially. He's got it down to half.
And Will's got a nade here.
He's not gonna try it. The nade goes in. Tig has to save. Dark Ratio. This is first time any team has gotten a lead on the nation on this map. Though, it could have been good for one. But now they isolate their teammate back into tower.
Tig is playing to the smoke.
A whole lot more work though, but they got the knife on him. They know he's there. Tig just goes through and gets the kill and can walk on out potentially, but he wants to go through the smoke. Almost able to get 1 or 2 more kills there from tower, but it's just the equalizer. Everyone has been able to rotate though before the spike goes down.
Fade combo, they're gonna try and keep the spike from going down. And Drone, fearing that it was headed towards him, it actually goes into the default spot, not behind the box. And now they can get the play. Stewie! He just walks into the grenade.
Well, he's full flashed.
And the aftershock is too late. Brax on alert. Brax on alert. Brax to get another. And a 3v2.
It could be these last two to be heroes. Ainge and Zexro. It has to be Ainge once again. A 1v3. He's going to try to delay time with the Molly. Does he have the lineup for it? Surely he does. Here comes the first swing. Wardell, can he go big? Is Brax right behind him? The flash is going in. Ainge running away, playing some more time. But the Molly's not going to cover up in time either to shock him as they go into the middle of sight. No retake ultimates.
Oh, a trick and Zexro. Double Molly to hold that kind of play back.
This is pretty much a quadruple crossfire.
Oh, they're going to clear him out. They're going to take him out with the C's. No, it doesn't connect.
One up front. Trick is trying to run away and go back, but no, it's not going to work out. Will spots Wardell crossing. Wardell is free into sight, but again, 2 into tower. That's too dangerous. There's no way he's going to expect it. Finally, Tig finds Will. I don't even think he found him. Barely found a shoulder, but Ainge holds on to the one. Stewie, a tall task with only 20 HP, is going to be able to get 1 kill. It is all red here in terms of HP for Dark Ratio, but the round is done. Dark Ratio on 11. In the middle.
But are they going to play for the sand control? And I don't think Dark Ratio have taken the bait. They're not pushing. They're not moving. A Rolling Thunder for this retake is all they've got, though.
They're actually really going for this. The Rolling Thunder's gonna hold them back. And these 2 players who are held up in Dish have to do pretty much everything. They go onto the middle of the site. The orbital hits. Zexro finally going in. Zexro with a huge openers. Now it's only 1 once again. Wardell can't do anything. Dark Ratio have made it to challengers.
Revenge is theirs.